Hello there loyal viewers, and welcome to a video going over what I consider to be the top 10 builds on my channel. At over 100 different builds, I figured it would be good to give all of you an idea for which builds may be the best to take a look at. Straight off, I'm going to point out that it's only Skyrim and Fallout 4 builds on the list. However, I also have made For Honor and Battlefield 1 builds, so I'll leave links to those below. To start off the list, we have The Dark Knight. And no, this isn't a Batman build. Instead, it was my first proper legendary difficulty Skyrim build, and one designed to make the most of mounted combat, something that is often heavily avoided by a majority of players. Despite not being the most successful video on the channel, it was the build that started my legendary difficulty series of builds, and still holds up as a fun and unique character to play. At number 9 we have The Loner. This was my first Fallout 4 survival mode build, and the character was designed specifically to help out anyone who wanted to try out survival mode, but wasn't sure how to go about creating their character. This build is strong, versatile, and shows that knowledge of a game can often be the strongest weapon you have at your disposal. The Mage was the first in my Skyrim challenge build series, and provided a truly unique way to play the game. By limiting myself to only using the starting skills that each race has, in this case the 5 schools of magic and enchanting, I was forced to find unusual ways around certain issues, and I had to play Skyrim in a vastly different way to what I was used to. Anyone looking for a way to freshen up Skyrim should check this character out. The Master of War was a very significant character for me. He was a character whose story I decided to fully flesh out, giving him far more detail than ever made it into the build, but the level of detail I gave to the character, tied in with the music I had playing during the retelling of his backstory, made him one of the deepest emotional characters ever to grace this channel. If you want a story to tug at your heartstrings, then look no further. The Swindler was a fun build. By no means the most powerful, nor the most emotionally deep, or even that significant overall, yet still this build remains one of my favourites. As the hold character build for Riften, this Dunmer is a ruthless outlaw who does whatever he wants. Attitude and a crossbow. What more could you want? At the halfway point we have Greed, one of the 7 sins. I wasn't sure exactly which of the 7 to place in this list, but I decided to go with Greed, as this character is one I've been working on for years, and will continue to do so for even more. The 7 sins were a series of linked builds adapted from the book that I am currently writing, and having such rich characters to work with helped for each of them to really stand out amongst other builds on YouTube. If you've been wondering why I'm not making builds every week anymore, a large part of that is because I've been dedicating more time to my book, and expanding on the story that these builds followed. The Dragonborn. Dovahkiin, an iconic character indeed. This build was based off of the main Skyrim trailer, and I was able to fairly faithfully recreate the heroic figure within the game, not only matching the feel of a character, but also working out how to make the basic gear he uses work on the challenging legendary difficulty. Doubling down on the trailer characters, I then decided to throw in the Lone Wanderer, a character based off of the man we see in the Wanderer trailer for Fallout 4. A very fun and fitting character to play, this build is perfect for anyone who is just starting out on Fallout 4, as it provides you with a good all-round character, able to take on anything in the wastes, whilst also giving you plenty options to play as you please. At the second place slot we have the first ever build I posted to the channel, the Mercenary. This is the video that kick-started my channel, and it helped shape the following year's worth of content. Without this build, who would have known what my channel would have ended up like? If you want to see how everything started, then look no further than the original Mercenary build. Finally, at the number 1 spot we have the Dragon Hunter. A deadly stealth archer in the lands of Skyrim, wielding a dragonbone bow and being bold enough to travel without armour. This character is one of the most powerful I have ever made, and has a truly tragic backstory, which has managed to cause some strong emotional reactions from viewers in the past. This is currently my most popular video on the channel, with over 42,000 views and 600 likes. Chances are most of you have seen this build. If you haven't though, then it's well worth a watch, as it proves to be a great video and one of the few I can truly say I am entirely proud of. Thanks to all of you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment and share with all your friends. Let me know which of these builds would be your favourites, and if you want to watch any of the build videos then I will leave links to them all in the description. If you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe, and additionally hit the bell icon to become part of a notification squad, allowing you to watch videos before anyone else.